Everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have a new video today. I'm gonna be stress testing a stress towing test, I guess. Point being, I'm gonna put the Tacoma to its limits. I'm gonna be pretty much pulling the limit of the towing capacity, which is 6,500 pounds. I'm at a U-Haul location and I'm gonna do a double trailer, a double U-box trailer. My first video about towing, I did just a single one and kind of had a feel how the truck was gonna tow. Now we're gonna do the double ones and I'm gonna fill them up real good and we're gonna go from there. So stay tuned. I just finished hooking everything up. We got our oil temp and our transmission temps here, and we're gonna monitor this. We're gonna take it to the customer location and load these bad boys, or I think they're loaded, I'm not sure, but we're gonna put the Tacoma to the test, and this should be fun. Should be interesting to see how she behaves. All right, here we go. Sharing in the past for towing videos, you shouldn't use your overdrive gears, so you should keep it capped at 5th gear, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. It's been a good 5 minutes of driving. You can see that if this semi lets me record, but you can see the temperature haven't changed at all, and the truck feels fine. Of course, you can feel the weight, especially when slowing down, but it's nothing that seems to upset the truck at all. And this guy just ran a red light, but anyways, you can see the temperatures are all good, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we just made it to the location after about 15 to 18 minute drive, and you can see the temperatures haven't changed at all. They're pretty much still in the middle. We're gonna load this up. It should take the weight from 2,600 pounds all the way to 6,000, maybe 5,800 pounds. And we want to stress test it. We're gonna do this twice and see if anything changes. Alright, everybody, so the first one is completely packed, and you'll see that the truck hasn't squatted much, pretty much the same as when we loaded the boxes, so it's handled it perfectly. We'll load the second one and take it back, grab the other two, see how it goes. And that's the second one, fully packed. Truck still not squatting, a little bit lower, about 3 inches lower, but not squatting at all. And we made it back to the U-Haul location. You can see how the truck is sitting. No problems, no nothing. Honestly, the only complaint I have with this truck's towing capacity, even after stress testing it, is the fact that it doesn't come standard with the brake controller and the tow technology, whatever the Toyota calls it. But other than that, I think the truck it's way ahead when it comes to towing. compared to the previous generation. So for anyone wondering if the 4th gen is able to tow, if it's a good towing vehicle, it definitely is. It's towing all this way without problems. Second round, first box, completely full. Let's go. All right, another 2 U boxes fully loaded, and you can see the truck doesn't seem like it's rolling at all. It's not squatting badly or anything. And this is the SR, the ones that's not supposed to be able to tow this amount of weight, and it's doing it just fine. This is not even using a weight distribution hitch. Usually I will recommend using a weight distribution hitch, but I wanted to test the limits of the truck. Well, as you guys saw, the truck isn't really struggling at all. It seems fine, like it pulls with no problem. I even step on the gas, pedal to the metal, and it just goes. It's not struggling at all. It has more weight that the SR is supposed to be able to tow, and it's not having any type of problem at all. Usually with this type of weight, you will want to use a weight distribution hitch, and the reason I didn't use one personally is just due to the simple fact that I wanted to test the limits of the truck. Of course, I'm not saying it's good to do this on a day-to-day basis or for a long amount of time. This move for our customer was just close enough that we could test the truck, but at the same time not overdo it and possibly do any sort of damage. Although me personally, I don't think this truck will have any problem if I was to tow this 100 miles, 200 miles from here, this amount of weight. And then if you add a weight distribution hitch, you're good to go, you're golden. Now, the U-Haul trailers do have brakes, but it's the electronic one, it doesn't hydraulic. If you want to use the 7-pin, of course, it's the SR, does not have the brake controller, but you can just buy the Bluetooth brake controller and work just fine. And weight distribution hitches, you're golden. You can tow good amount of weight, the limit amount of weight, although of course you want to stay below that limit for safety. But you can tow a lot without needing a bigger truck or concern. We didn't see any overheat from the transmission, any overheat from the engine at all. And with the weight distribution hitch and brake controller, this thing can do this every single day with no problems. And keep in mind, this is the detuned engine, which has less horsepower, has less torque. So if you have an SR5 or if you have the iForce Max, you have the hybrid powertrain, you have nothing to worry around. We're towing with the 4th gen Tacoma. So that was it for us. We're going to take all this back to U-Haul. The truck has proven itself worthy of towing, if you will. So stay tuned. We'll be doing more videos, not only this truck but other vehicles. So like, subscribe, and share if you like this content. Bye.